Hello. Welcome, everyone. It is Monday. Back here again with some stream. Good old streaming right now on this website. This website that you're watching on, which could be YouTube, which could be Twitch. Notice something different today. We're playing a different playlist. That's right, a Christmas/holiday related playlist. I don't know why the title isn't showing up on the bottom left, but I am in fact listening to the Stream Beats holiday playlist. Good old royalty-free music that is vaguely holiday themed. And you're like, which holiday? What holiday is Christmas? Right? Christmas themed. Anyway, hold on. Hey, welcome people. Also, thank you, Glooby, for the raid. I will shout you out, and then I will read. I will greet multiple people, because I've just started my stream. All right, hold on. Let's see. Welcome Stream Elements. Welcome Incognito, Hamflow, Stanley, Zoli, Deffins, Duck, Potato, Denchi. Thank you for the large emote. And Groovy, and Colum, and Xtag. All right, everyone's here. Literally everyone. Anyway, Glooby was doing some Final Fantasy 14. The critically acclaimed Final Fantasy 14 Online. With the free trial up until level something or other. Including the award-winning Heavensward expansion. I don't know. One of them. Anyway, 70, up to level 70. Anyway, this is today's art. I am doing programming today. That's right, a rare programming stream. I haven't done a programming stream probably in like, how long has it been? Many years. It's been many years. And people that do not know programming, you'll tune into this stream, you'll be like, I don't know what he's doing. What's he talking about? References, freaking pointers, strings, integers. I don't even know what those are. Simply don't know. Anyway, there is this yearly event called Advent of Code, where people, they have a list of problems, program things every year, you know. This is day one. They give you some inputs. You write some software to look at the outputs. I don't know. I've never done this before. I don't actually know how this works. But I have logged in. I have created an account. I've read through some of the days. I didn't actually solve them, but I set some stuff up. Welcome, Lord Floof. The Shenzhen IO count. Oh, yeah, that does count. It does in fact count. Anyway, I have set up my terminal on Windows. You're like, Wolfie, why are you programming on Windows? Aren't you a Mac user? Yes, I am a Mac user. But I don't want to stream this from my Mac because what if my shell history has, like, you know, secrets? You know, maybe API keys. If I press Control R and it gives me my API keys, it shows up. You're like, oh, what the frick? Why is he doing that? So I set up an isolated environment on Windows Subsystem for Linux. I never use Windows Subsystem for Linux, so I don't know. I don't actually know how this works. But I have set up all of my Nix stuff. It was actually very simple to set it up. I have all my configs defined in Nix, and all I had to do was add a separate machine for WSL. And then you just run this, and then all my dependencies are here. I didn't even need to set anything up. This is Debian. I chose to run Debian. Debian. I was like, what if I do Ubuntu? No, that's too much. Let's do Debian. And it works. What is Nix? It is a way to specify dependencies. It is a package manager. And it works in some ways. It's good, in my opinion. You could just set stuff up. This is Home Manager. Welcome, Hoppy Hollow. Anyway, one thing you can do is you could define aliases. So on Mac, there's a thing called ppcopy, where you copy things to your clipboard. Windows does not have that. There's a clip.exe. Anyway, I'm gonna do this thing. Just real quick, set this up. Anyway, I will be coding some things. I've set up some things. Advent of code right there. I'm using the fish shellfish, you might say. Anyway, I've instantiated the repository. It has a main file that currently does nothing. But we're gonna read through the thing and see what we actually have to do. You can copy that. You can copy what? Anyway, it's running now. Now PB copies the thing. It doesn't work. Why didn't it work? Did my alias not work? I had to do something else. Okay, maybe I should not do that for now. Okay, so let's read. Let's look at this thing. Welcome, Slime Molder. So they give you many words. Okay, there's background lore on these programming problems, and you have to make sense of what they actually want you to do, and we have to figure out how to solve it. A lot of this stuff I don't actually think is relevant, but there's some background info. I'm gonna skim through this. I would simply copy the text and be done with it. Yeah, you could just be like, given this description, can you write some code to solve this for me? Also, welcome DX Nomad. Anyway, I think the relevant part is just this part right here. So there's like Santa, there's like something or other, they're checking lists, there's historians, the historian of Laterno. Welcome Resetter. Okay, there's one problem holding, okay, so they have two lists, okay? One list has numbers, the other one also has numbers. But they are, lists are only off by a small amount. To find out, pair up the numbers. Figure out how far apart they are. Pair up the smallest number in the left list with the smallest number in the right list, then the second. Okay, so you're like, you're maintaining the order. What if they're the same number though? Does that matter? Within each pair, figure out how far apart the two numbers are. Add up all the distances. Pair up a 3 from the left with the... Hold on. Can't the problem be invert a binary tree? No, you can't possibly do that. Okay, so given this example, you want to pair up the smallest number. Okay, so you kind of... Okay, so this 1 goes with this 3. How far apart they are if you pair up a 3, the distance... Oh, so it's not the position in the list. It's just going to be like the absolute distance. So the smallest number here is a 1. The smallest number here is a 3. So the difference would be 2, right? And then the next smallest number is 2, and then there's another 3, so it's 1, right? I assume you're not going to do all the problems. I probably will not get to do all of them. I doubt I can do all of them in the next 2 hours and a half. I'll do however much I need. Denchi, what is it? Okay, so basically, distance as far as 4, if you pair up the 9 with... Okay, I see. I understand. We gotta write some code to read the input string. Welcome, Ronmu. I would suggest day 14. That's too late. That's so far away. I'm literally not even on day 1 yet. I gotta get used to it, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna write some code to process some inputs. Let's go in here. Quit this one. What am I... Oh, I didn't even save it. That's why it didn't apply. I can skip some. Doing the earlier ones is good too. I looked at some of them. They seem doable in this time period. I don't really need them to be like interesting. I just want to code some stuff, I guess. You think there's a Picross one? I doubt it. Do I have PB copy now? I don't. Why is PB copy not there? Anyway, okay, I guess it doesn't matter. I can just use clip.exe. Alright, so I'm gonna go 2024 cargo run. Just check that this works. It does work. Okay, so I'm going to write some code, okay? I have not written Rust code in maybe a few months, possibly. So things might be a bit slower than I normally would do them, and I also am not used to coding and talking at the same time. It's like a programming interview. They're like, can you explain how to solve this problem? And then you're like, I don't know. And I pull up the docs, and then you pull up the docs, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna look at these documentation, etc. It took me a bit to get comfortable parsing inputs. Yeah, it's like, I feel like most people, at least in the job that I do, we're not usually using reading from file system. It's usually like server stuff, you know, reading HTTP. Local files is crazy. Welcome, Matthias. Pull up the docs. Yeah, just docs your interviewer. Classic. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to write some things, okay? We got various things. I'm gonna do day 01. Okay, I'm gonna add lib.rs. Welcome, Bobatron. We got mod day 1. This thing exists. And then I'm gonna do, I don't know, it's not even def. How do you even, it's function in Rust. Fn solve. Okay, we're gonna have an input, which is a string. And then we have the output, which is a string. And you're like, Wolfie, why are there two different string types? There's a reference to a string. There's a regular string. I should maybe have it be, I'm gonna add a crate. Cargo add, what's it called anyhow? Because parsing, we might have errors with parsing, you know? We do anyhow, result, string. And if you don't know Rust, this makes no sense to you. You're like, what is he doing? What is he even doing? Okay, this one here, you do to do. Okay, you do a to do here. Did I just add a loot crate? No, it's anyhow. Okay, so we have this stuff. Okay, I want to add a thing where you can tell it what day you want to run. So I'm going to add cargo add. In Rust, you use this thing called what is it called? Clippy? It's not Clippy. Clap. I think there's a feature called derive. Features plural. Derive. Okay, this is advanced stuff. Okay, they got Windows. They got other stuff. I'm gonna have to look at the documentation. Rust clap derive. Here, clap derived. They've got documentation. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay. We're gonna define a struct. Struct. How do they do it? Struct args. Struct args. Okay, and then you tell it day, which will be an integer, maybe. No, I32. Be a U32, but I'm gonna put I32. You know what, U32. It could be a U8. It doesn't matter. And then you gotta use clap parser. Okay. And then derive. What is it? Derive parser. Debug. U8. So true. Streamers, stop apologizing. The NL historian is missing. What are you talking about? What is bro even saying? Okay, so we want day, right? The day, and then you got the input. Input will be a string. It could be a path. You know, let's have it be a path. Okay. And then you can import path. Okay, this path is here. Size for types of that type U8 cannot be known. What are you talking about? Is this not a thing? Do they not have path? Oh, path buff, right? It's path buff. Yes. Yes, because path is a reference. You could have a reference path. Okay. And then we got derive parser. Okay, we got this one. And then what do you do? And then you got obviously CLI. Which one is CLI? CLI. I thought it was called, okay, I guess it is args. We got args. Args. Okay, and then you want to print. We got the args equal. Okay, oh, this is a new thing in the latest NeoVim is inlay hints. This has not existed until now. I don't know how new it is. It's probably been around for a while. Okay, I just want to test what this looks like. Okay, cargo run. Cargo run. Okay, and then you gotta tell it what day you want to run. So let's do, what's it called? Long? It's called arg. Long. Is it arg? Yeah, it's arg. Long. Okay. I do this one. Okay, and then you do day 1, and then you give it the file name, which will be input.txt, which does not exist yet. We do not have that. Oh, we have to, okay. This is the thing with the Rust. Okay, we got args have been parsed. Okay, and then once we have the args, the match args.day, and then you want to say if it's day 1, then do what's it called? We got the module day 01. Is this a thing? This is not a thing. I've not exported it. It's got to be pub mod day 01. And then within here, it has also got to be pub solve. And then you give it the input string. So you want to read the file, okay? Standard fs, what's it called? Read string, read to string, path args.input. Okay, and then we have the result. And out here we have okay. I'm not explaining this very well, but fine. Then from here you do anyhow, fail, what's it called? Fail? Fail. Invalid day. How do you do this? Args.day? Is that how it works in Rust? No, this has got to be a comma, right? Hold on, I gotta move the chat. Welcome that guy. So provide the argument. Okay, now we have input. Input equals this thing. You gotta put the question mark because it could fail. Solve. Input. What's the playlist? It is holiday playlist. It is music from Streambeats, royalty free. It's good. Expect the unit type. Alright, do this one, right? That's how it works. Consider using a positional formatting. Okay, so you gotta do this. This is how this works. I don't mean, okay, you gotta be, this, you gotta do this. Okay, this is how it works. Is this different from the normal result type? Yes, it's the result type with the fixed error type. Normally you would have result t comma e, whereas anyhow result is simply the anyhow result type. It's a very useful library to use. Understand what's happening completely. Exactly. Okay, so now if I run this, it should allow me to parse some things. Okay, see, no such file or directory. That's exactly what I wanted, but I also want to do with context. There's a thing called anyhow context. You could do this with context. Okay, this is kind of annoying, the fact that I have to move chat around because I can't see. I could also just make the window smaller. Welcome Nirnim. Hold on. Put this here. Put this here for now. Okay, with context, and then you gotta do format. Could failed to read file. And then you do, what is it called? args.input. Wait. No. You gotta do this, because it could be invalid. What does this say? You gotta give it a reference, right? Obviously. Gotta give it a reference. Maybe not. Welcome Muffin. What do you mean can't see? Are you looking through? Yes, I'm using OBS. In fact, Doing this through OBS. Because if I'm doing this from my computer, I can't show this stuff. I would have to toggle windows and all that, which would be kind of annoying. I can put it under the file system. Wait, which one? This thing? Hold on, let me check what the error is. Value borrowed. Okay, there's some things you gotta move. Gotta do move. Okay, you know, maybe we won't give robust error handling. We'll just have it be for now. In the interest of time, I will simply, if the file doesn't exist, I will just say no such file or directory. It's fine. Okay. Now that this is here, we will now download the input file from this problem. Is there a time limit? I think you just have to do them before, like, Christmas, right? Or something. Okay, get your puzzle input. Here, this is our input. I'm just gonna copy it. I'm just gonna make an inputs directory. And add beep beep. I'm gonna add this to inputs. I'm gonna add this to our gitignore. Okay, we're gonna go to input. And then we simply wget the file. Bad request. Am I not allowed to fetch this file? What if I do curl? Curl. Curl. 01.txt. Okay, so that works. That apparently does work. What? Oh, frick, you have to... Okay. You cannot curl them. I guess you have to copy them. It's fine. Okay. Oh, I don't have... I can't do that. How do you do this? I would have to save this. I would have to save this. Ah, man. Well, okay, where does the WSL thing go? We have, where do you find the Windows subsystem for Linux on Windows? New volume, local disk. Windows. You can download them through command line, but I haven't done it. How would I do it though? Does anyone know? Is it users? No, it's not. This is my Windows. Where is my Windows subsystem for Linux? Okay, I'm just gonna look it up. Where to Windows WSL, how to save files. Where does WSL save files? Might have to activate. What the frick, man? I hate this. Necessary cookies. Local app data package. What the frick is this? Never access files directly through local app data. What? Alright. Well, I guess I'll have to set up pb paste then. How do I do pb paste Windows WSL? Sucks. Alright, let's look up how to do this. pb copy. I've copied. I'm gonna copy this input. And then the script PowerShell exe. So I want to do this. Wait, I could just do this. Hold on. Oh yeah, I could just... Okay. I could just do this. Okay, that works. Just open it in your editor and paste it. Alright, that's good. We have the file now. Where's this one? Okay, we have our input day 1. And I will simply debug the input to check that I have it correctly. I'm going to do cargo run day 1 inputs /01.txt. Right, I have to do this. Because it's a macro. No such file. Oh, I'm in the input directory. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. We have the file is here now. We have the input. Now we just have to parse it. Okay, what is the problem here? Every one of these things is what? If you want to do a smaller test, you'll have to copy paste it anyway. Yeah, I'll have tests. Don't you worry. I will write some tests. Here, we'll even have a unit test. Okay. What is it? Config test mod tests function test function example. Leave that. Thanks for stopping by, Mirnim. Okay. So we will we'll do like solve, and then we give it an example. How do I do multi-line strings in Rust? I forget. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's give it an example. What does the input look like? This is our input. Let's try this one. We have this stuff. I can't paste it like that. I could do this though. It's probably a better way to do this. Rust multi-line string without reading white space. How do I do this? Oh god. Didn't I already accept the cookies? Alright, we got line 1, line 2, we got the backslash. Okay, I guess I have to do backslash. Probably a better way to do this. It does not matter for now. Okay, this is our inputs. Output this. Okay, the output is here. And then we should expect assert. Output should equal something. Super. This is here. Okay, we do this. Okay, what do we expect this to be? Do they tell us what they expect the answer to be in this case? Example above, we expect the answer to be 11. Okay. So the output should be 11. Which at the moment is not true. But it will be. It will eventually be true. Assuming we solve this correctly, it will be true. Okay, so we have this in. Is this a tab? No, it's spaces. We gotta parse some input, okay? Input dot split new line. Okay, so we have lines for a line in this thing. So for every line, I guess we don't need to parse. We just parse it. Hold on. What are we doing? What are we doing? For line in input. Okay, so line now has every line. For every line, we want to parse a string. You want to split by white space. Is there a way in Rust to just split by white space, regardless of how much? Rust split by white space. Split white space. There is. You get it from split white space. Okay. The string line dot split white space. And then for part in this, so you should have two things. Okay, you split by two things. You expect the first one to be an integer and the second one to also be an integer. You got part. Probably a better way to do this. Is there a way to split by white space twice? Okay, so this one we expect two parts. This gives us an iterator, right? Yes, it gives us an iterator. Okay, so we can do part. No, hold on. There's a cool way to do this. Let's parts equal. And then what you can do here is you do match parts, parts.next, parts.next. and parts that next. Okay, so basically this one should be some oh, hold on. Oh god, where am I? Gotta do some string 1, some string 2, and none. Okay, and then this is our logic. If it's not that, you can simply return an error. Return anyhow, bail, unexpected string. Parts line. I don't know. We don't need robust error handling. Unexpected input string. Okay. You could also just do this. I guess you could just do this. If let sum equals this. Okay, gotta move this around. Where am I? Where am I? You gotta do this, okay? Hold on. Else. Okay, the formatting is messed up because my syntax is wrong, but there's something here. Does this go with this one? It does. Why is this not valid code? What am I doing wrong? This delimiter might not be properly closed. Okay, so I did not properly close something. This is closed. Okay, I don't need this one. Okay, this is good. And then we can do S1 parse. Okay, so you have the first integer. Okay, n1. Let n1 be a 32. And then we let n2 be s2 parse. Okay. I just want to check that this works. So we're going to do this. Let me test this. Cargo test. We'll test everything. Unexpected input string. Oh, we got a... Hold on. Oh, this has to be a new line, right? We've got the new line here. And then... It's like, there's probably a better way to do this. Okay, so we have n1, we have n2. We are reading the things correctly. I have validated this is correct. Okay, and then, okay, so we have, we want to have two lists. Okay, we have left numbers and right numbers. Let's have that be empty vector. We have right also be an empty vector. You know, maybe we should not have it be an empty vector. We should, since we need to sort these, we can use a vec deck, right? What's that called? Yeah, this thing. I can make one of these. This is basically a priority queue or a heap. So as you insert things, they go in sorted order. Let's see, we just vec. Make a new one. Make a new one here. It's gotta be left.push. What is it? Push? What is it? Push front? What is push front? No, wait, this is not what I'm thinking of. That's not a vec. Is this what it is? No, this is a different thing. This is not what I want. What's a heap, right? It's not a heap. Binary heap, that's what I want. Binary heap. The non-external generic error. Yes. Also, welcome Liquid Cake. Okay, we're making a new binary heap. So left dot, what is it? Push n1. Right dot push n2. Cannot borrow. Okay, we gotta define these as mutable. Oops, what did I just do? What's happening? Oh, hold on. Wait, for some reason, okay, in Vim you can do Control V to do visual selection, but it seems like in this shell you can't. It seems like when I press Control V it actually pastes what I have, which I don't want. How do I not do that? How do I not paste? Freaking Windows terminal. There's config. Welcome, Chris Gambrel. And my experience with Rust is challenging since I've been in .NET. Yes, I do Rust professionally, or I at least was hired to do Rust professionally. Lately, I've just been doing Python and non-Rust stuff, but I did at some point for like a few years do Rust. Okay, we have to. How do I disable Control V? Windows terminal. How do I do this? Windows terminal settings, actions. Okay, hold on. Settings. Actions. Okay, Control C, Control V. Control V. Get that out of here. And then we'll just copy. Control C. That's often used to close things. Do they not have Control C here? Welcome, Michael. Maybe they don't have Control C. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so now I should be able to do a visual selection. I can't do visual set. I need to save it, right? I need to save it. I've saved it. Thankfully, I got to work using the stack I was hired for, but our Scrum process is garbage. I might end up looking elsewhere. Yeah, stand-ups. Imagine doing daily stand-ups. Okay, so we have let mutable left, mutable right. Okay, so now by this point, we should have all the inputs sorted. Right, if I debug, it won't print them. Okay, so what I have to do is for item in, you can zip them together, right? Is there, hold on, binary heap. Can you get them in sorted order? Into iter sorted. It's a nightly experimental. Okay, so you have to use, you have to pop them, right? Pop. Control C also does it under Windows. Yeah, but does it do it in the terminal? Applied for a job as an experienced Perl coder. Do people program Perl nowadays? I guess we'll do pop then. While let some, I'll do this one. Number 1 and sum and 2 equals left.pop, right.pop. You want the sum. Let's mute sum equals 0. N1 minus N2. You want the absolute value though. Let me do this. Sum plus equals this. And then you want to return sum to string. Okay, so this should theoretically maybe work. Let's test it. It does work. Can you believe that first try? It actually works first try. Basically, the logic here, we parse everything, we push everything to a binary heap, and then we just add to the difference, and then it should just work. Okay, so given this one, we will run it against the input. Unexpected input string. Something is wrong with our input. Oh, because we have an empty line at the end. Right. If the line is empty, so you want to split, what is it, filter non-empty. Hold on. Filter, we will allow empty lines. String is empty. Filter not string is empty. Okay, these inlay hints are actually kind of annoying. Why I want to disable it. Yeah. Okay, I don't need those. I don't need those hints. We have this one. If it's not empty, then you do it. Okay, unexpected input string. Something else is wrong. And programming in a terminal UI. Yes, I use Vim. How do you disable them? There's something you can run. Whoops. You can do Vim LSP inlay hint enable false. Many things you could do. Okay, what did I do wrong here? Empty string. If thing is not empty. Hold on. Line split white space. Oh, right, this is the wrong one. Okay, hold on. We have to be here. It has to be on this one. Yes. Okay, so we have something. You want to let output equals this, and then you just want to print output. Right. LSP disable inlay hints. Yes, there's many things you can do. Okay, we got a value here. I'm going to hope that this is the correct value. I'll paste it. Submit. Oh, look at that. Correct first try. Can you believe it? First try, we just had one minor issue here. All right, so this works. Let's do day 2. First try. Okay, day 2. What is this one? Got a bunch of lore. There's a part 2. What do you mean there's a part 2? There's a part 2? There's multiple oh, what the? I didn't know there were multiple parts. I thought that was it. Oh, okay, there's 2 things per... Okay, I see. I thought I had it. Your analysis only confirmed what everyone feared. The 2 lists are indeed very different. Or are they? Historians can't agree on which group made the mistakes or how to read most of the chief's handwriting. In the commotion, you notice an interesting detail. A lot of location IDs appear in both lists. Maybe the other numbers aren't locations, but rather misinterpreted handwriting. You'll need to figure out exactly how often each number from the left list appears in the right list. Calculate a total similarity score. There's always 2 parts. It's like real coding. When you're finished, what seems to be sane, management comes up with different requirements. I see. I need to figure out exactly number. Okay. Similarity score. Add up each number in the left list after multiplying it by the number of times a number appears in the right list. Add up each number in the left. Okay, so you want a frequency count and then multiply it by... Wait, adding up each number in the left list after... By adding up each number in the left list. Okay, so like... Number of times. Okay, so you count number of times and then... So this will be like 3, 3, 3. That'll be 3. And then you get 9 for this one, 3 times 3. And then 4 appears once. So it's 4 times 1 is 4. 2 does not appear, so that's 0. 1 is 0. 3 would be... That'd be 9, right? Something like that. Alright, so I guess we have a part 2 then. I didn't know there were multiple parts. I'm gonna add this one. We got part. And part 1, part 2. Okay, we got Matt Arg's day. There's that part. Okay, there's probably a better way to do this. Part 1, part 1. We have part solve, part 1. This will be part 1, part 1. And then I guess we have a part 2. So I guess I'll just copy this for now and then update some stuff. Part 2. Then we have a test for part 2 over here. And then back here in main, we have if you were solving part 2. Yes. There's a test. Obviously, you gotta have tests. All right. What? So you gotta add like 0, 1, part 1. And then 0, 1, part 2? That's crazy. Okay, so we keep the parsing logic. So part 2. Okay, what do we expect this to be? Here's an example. Copy this. Is it the same list? It is the same list. So we expect the answer to be 31 in this one. Okay, so part 2 should be 31. So we don't need the binary heap stuff. We want the right side. We want to count the number of what? So left side. Yeah, let's delete all this. So the left side, what are we doing? We just want to maintain a list of them. Left is just a vec. And then the right side is frequency of right side. Right frequency. Welcome, Malicious Smile. So we want a hash map of... this will be a hash map of integer to count, right? So, 32 to use size. So that is the count. We have to import hash map. All right, so we have this parsing, we got the splitting, that's fine. We got the parts. Okay, so we've parsed the thing, and then we push. Okay, so this stuff is fine. But then right frequency, we have to check if it's there, and then we add to the count +1. There is a nice way to do this with the hash map API in Rust. If I remember, they actually have it in the documentation. It's very useful. What's it called? Count, right? It's in the entry API. Yeah, this one right here. Entry and modify +1 or insert 1. So entry and 2 or what is it? And modify n plus equals 1 or insert 1. We have to dereference it. Let me do this. And then at the end, you have to iterate through numbers in the left list. N. So we do sum is equal to, what do we do? So we want to find the item in the right frequencies or 0. So right freq.get, is it get or else? Get or default? Get, you know what, let's just do this. If frequency equals right frequency dot get n sum, add this one, and then at the end you just do this. Okay, so this should be it. Let's test it, part 2. Okay, so it's failed. Part 2, it's failed for some reason. Are we outputting 10 for some reason? Did I not solve this? Solve part 2, solve part 1. We expect it to be 31. What did I do wrong here? I want to see what my output is. So we do left, and then we do right frequencies. And then we just do this to fail for now. Okay, I mean, that looks right. We got 3, 3, 4 is not 4. Yeah, 4 is 1. 2 is not there, so it should be 0. Now 1 plus 3. Wait, hold on. First number in the left list is 3. Okay, we have that one. We have this one. That's right. Fifth number increases by 9. Last number 9 plus 4 plus 0, 0 plus 9, 9. What did I do wrong? Sum frequency. We got 1. 3 is 3. Oh, we had multiply, right? That's what it is. N times frequency. Classic mistake. Cannot multiply by usize. Okay, I have to cast some numbers. Maybe I will have this not be usize. I'll have this be also an I32. Alright, so that should work. Okay, now we have to download. Oh, it hasn't changed. Okay, hold on. So we don't need this to be part 1. It is the same inputs. Cargo run. Part 2. We have this number right here. It's good. Input is always the same. Sometimes you have to transform it for part 2. I see. Okay, well, it worked. We have been successful here. Also, thank you, Pork Foo, for the 3 months. It's always the same for both parts. I see. Alright, so let's do day 2. Alright, this one. We got a grid. What does the grid do? Contains 6 reports, each containing 5 levels. I try to figure out which reports are safe. Red nose reactor safety systems tolerate levels that are either gradually increasing or decreasing. Okay, so this one monotonically decreasing. This one is monotonically increasing. All right, this one's also valid. This one's not valid because it goes from 3 and then it goes to 2. Wait, this one's not safe. Oh, there's like a limit. Wait. I see. The difference between adjacent levels must be within a certain range. So the jump from 2 to 7 is too much, so it should be unsafe. You want to count how many safe reports there are. Okay, let's see. So we'll make a day 2. Hold on, let me also commit this. Gotta make sure you commit your files. Why is git ignore untracked? Yeah, monotonically changing, but not too much. Wait, why is my inputs not get ignored? Is this not how you do? Oh, it has to be the year 2024/input. How do I get rm -- cached input /01? Okay. What? Excuse me? Oh, it's in the previous directory. Alright. Alright, that looks good to me. Initial commit. Oh, I don't have my I don't have my SSH key on there. Alright, hold on. Disable some stuff. Man. My Windows subsystem for Linux. SSH key. We don't need SSH signing here. We don't need GPG signing. Should work. Anyone else watching at work? Anyone working right now? I feel like I didn't do too much at work today. Waddle block is doing this at work. Anyway, it's 6 p.m. I'm going to hydrate. It is that time that you drink some water. All right. We have this one. I should be able to commit this now. Yep. In case you're wondering what this is, you're like, Wolfie, what is this thing? What the heck did you just do? Home Manager manages your Git config for you. So these configs that I set here, they're simply the ones that are in config/git/config. This stuff is generated. If I do an ls-l, it's a symlink to the Nix store. And very cool. This is how you can share stuff between your computers. I have a similar config for my personal computer. Anyway, so we have day 2. Day 2, we add pubmod day 2. I guess we'll just copy the existing code and then just delete this stuff. Might as well copy the examples as well. Alright, we got solve part 1. You know, assuming the inputs are the same, we could just do inputs here. Oh, it would have to be a const. Input. Nah, you know what, whatever. Let's just paste it every time. Okay, so we have this. We have, got this one. That's not even the right thing. Copy this one. Paste it there. How did I do this? There. Let's simply just do this. It's that simple. Okay, and then we expect the output, in this case, to be 2. Right there. Unexpected comma. What am I doing? What's the syntax error here? This. Oh, that's what it was. And then this one, we don't know yet. We'll do that later. All right, so part 1, we want to parse the input. I guess we can copy some of the parsing logic from earlier. Is it always going to be 5 parts? I guess we could just check the input. Okay, no, there's a variable number. We got day 2 right here. I did not enough at work, but it's Christmas. I guess it's not too bad. Yeah, it's like this. I can't even talk. The time of year when like people are not really doing things. It's kind of expected that no work gets done. All right, so for every one of these, we simply have to check the input. All right, so we have parts here. Parts is an iterator of string, or part in parts. Part.parse. We got n. Let n equals this thing. Let's do this. Let's do output equals 0. Right, this is the count. Output is 0. We for the output we have output.toString. All right. So let's see. N will be an I32. Part.parse. That's fine. I guess this doesn't need to be mutable. I guess we could also just do this. All right. So we have a number. Okay. We want to check whether the next number decreasing. So let's see, we have Let's define an enumeration. Expected should be increasing or decreasing. And hold on, maybe I should not have done this. Hold on, we gotta parse the first one first. Also, you could do this as well. You could do map parse. You do I32 try from, and then how do you do? What's the thing you can do to? Maybe not. Maybe that's fine. No, I'm overcomplicating things. I'm trying to show off too much. Let's not do that. Okay, so we don't know whether we expect it to increase or decrease until after the first one has been parsed. Maybe that's fine. We could have it be optional. Or we could simply parse the first one and then determine from there. So parts.next if let sum n equals parts.next map. No, we want this to be okay. Parts.parse let the first number equal this. So let n equals. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let read n equals this. Parse it. So we have the first number. Oh, but we need the first two numbers to know whether we're increasing or decreasing. Is it fine? Do they have just like a single number? Is that valid? Is it always more than one? It's either gradually increasing or gradually decreasing, for it only counts if they're all increasing or all decreasing. I guess there have to be at least two in here, right? There's always at least three? Okay. Welcome home, M. Sinica. Okay, if there's always at least three. Well, we could take the first two. Okay, we can do, what? Is there a better way to do this? There's probably a better way to do this. We could probably just parse them into a vector and not have to worry about incrementally parsing these. As a Rust developer, I'm like, we gotta parse them incrementally. You can't be allocating a vector for no reason. It's crazy. Okay. So my intuition, I would like to parse the first two to determine expected direction. It could always fail early if the first two, if the second one is out of range. We could have a function is valid. Wait. No, whatever. All right, okay, hold on. We want to do we want n1 and n2. Sum n1, sum n2 equal parts.next. Okay, so we have the first two. If n1 is greater than n2, welcome Aga. Felt tuple windows. Is that a thing that exists? Is that a thing that exists? I didn't know this. I've iter tools. I don't know. Maybe I should add iter tools. I feel like I never actually use iter tools in Rust. Maybe I could. Maybe, I don't know. I'll just do it without iter tools for now. Alright, so if n1 is greater than n2, then we expect it to be decreasing. Otherwise, if n1 is the same as n2, we could do comparison actually. Wait, I don't. Okay, hold on. n1 compared to n2. So if n1 Now, what does CMP return? Ordering. It returns an ordering. Ordering. Is it greater than? What is it called? What do I do here? Greater. So if n1 is greater, then we expect it to be decreasing. Otherwise, if it is less than, I expect it to be increasing. Making me jealous of when I know how to use my keyboard here. What? Min? Ordering, if it's equal to, then we return 0, right? Ordering equal. We want to break. We want to continue, right? So continue will go to the next line. Consider using a semicolon here. What am I doing here? Let's delete this. Oh, right, okay. No, expected, okay. Right, that's what it is. We want expected to be this. If it's not this... Okay, the indentation's getting kind of messier. This one will also continue. Right. So expected. Okay, so now we have the first two. And I want n2, like, okay, we would like to store the value of n2 because that's where we're going to start from. Oh, we also need to check the difference. So, hold on. Okay, hold on. It's got to be, okay, the difference must be within, between 1 and 3. So, what do I do? Well, I would simply just... do this. We want to check. All right, hold on. If n1 minus n2 absolute. I'm doing an extra comparison here for no reason. If it's like difference equals this, I guess then I don't need this. Maybe that's fine. So let difference equals n1 minus n2. If diff that abs diff equals if this one is greater than, hold on, wait, there's a nice way to do this, right? You can do matches abs diff 1 to, what is it called? 1 to, hold on. From 1 to 3. So if it is within this range, then it's valid, right? Then you do the other stuff. So if diff is greater, so if n1 is, hold on, if the difference is negative, it means n2 is larger, which we expect it to be increasing. So if difference is greater than 0, then expected is I already forgot what I said. Expected, hold on. The difference is n1 is greater than n2, then difference will be positive. We expect decrease. Maybe. I don't know. Else expected increase. Right. If it's not that, you want to continue. We don't need this. What's the problem with itertools? Not really a problem. It's just that maybe I just don't want to add an extra dependency. Possibly. Okay, so we got diff.abs. Wait, I don't even need to do the absolute. We can do what's... No, I do need to. Never mind, I do need to do this. Technically, it doesn't actually matter. It is also true. Welcome, Macho Mandolf. This doesn't look like a game, it looks like work. Games are pretty much the same as work. Oh, we have to parse them. Right. We gotta do split white space parts. Parts would have to be map parse. I32 try from. There's a way to get an iterator of something to be something else, right? You have an iterator of this thing. How do I do that? It's been a while since I've done this. I'm gonna move this over here. And my tabs are spaces kind of person, or tabs are tabs. I do not like using tabs. If that is the question. Welcome, Props Jack. But I also don't care that much. If the language has like a formatter, I just would do whatever the formatter does by default. Alright, so what am I doing here? We would like to parse these. I32 try from Rust dealing with iterators of result. There's a way to do this. Something here. Collect. Flat map. If there's invalid values. I could just choose to ignore invalid values. But I don't want to. So, okay, I could just do this. Is there a better way to do this? Does anyone know? Remember disliking the Rust formatter for some reason? Well, you just gotta get used to it. You just gotta deal with it. You can configure it, but I feel like I dislike when people configure it because it's different from what I expect. Okay, so parts is now an iterator of result I32. There is a way to do this. If I simply... This is kind of messy. I actually don't like this. Oh wait, no, I can just do this. There's a way to do next dot what is it called? Transpose, yes. Next dot transpose. And you're like, what the heck does that do? That transpose turns an option of okay into a an okay of option. Something like that. Alright, so we have this. We have the difference. If the difference is between these, that's good, right? So, and we also would like to store the value of n2. Okay. Something's wrong. Something is not compiling. Cargo test. Does not satisfy iterator. Method cannot be called due to unsatisfied trait. It does not satisfy iterator. Map is required by a bound. Split white space as an iterator. Map I32 try from something not right here. I could just do it in a way that's not fancy. Was that I tried doing something. something here. Wait, what was what? What are you asking? 32 try from. Okay, maybe I just parse them without doing the whole map thing. Compiler output? No, I'm just running cargo test in my terminal. Trade from string is not implemented from I32, which is required. Okay, maybe I just do parse. Map n, sorry, map string.parse. The top right thing is part of the terminal. What? This thing? Is learn to code actually good general advice or just a meme? Welcome, Marklar. I guess it depends on what your goals in life are. I don't know what your goals in life are. What language? It also depends what your goals in life are. I don't know. You don't know either? Well, you gotta figure that out then. You could do JavaScript. JavaScript or Python, those are pretty typical typical things. Oh, this is okay, like this. There we go. Try giving this closure something. Well, S is a string. S.parse. I think Python is usually a pretty safe option. What am I doing here? What is the thing that I'm doing here? What are they saying is wrong? Type must be known at this point. All right. Okay. We gotta give it the expected error type. I could just do, what does parse return? They want to parse this. Does try from not work? I32 try from. Try from S. Trait bound is not satisfied. What? Rust I32 try from string. Is that not it? Parse? Oh, from string. That's what I wanted. From string. Is that what I wanted? Yes. Right. Use a fully qualified something. All right. This is the Rust coding. I remember. Yeah, when you get like different iterators and stuff, kind of sucks. Welcome B3Z0. Came from your Blue Sky post. Now from the Rustlang. There's a Rustlang feed. Are people actually watching this stream? That's crazy. No one watches my streams. I'm kidding. I have viewers. Okay. What am I doing here? From string. From string. You would be surprised. People love programming. I love to program. Alright, so I would like to... Parsing, welcome ChocoJax. That's right, I'm programming. From string. From string. Result. From string. S. Try giving this... What is it? What is this? There's too many errors. Self-type as something. I don't know. From string. You gotta give it like an annotation. You know what? S.parse. And then I could tell it that I expect a result. How does this work? I feel like I'm overcomplicating this. You're actually a pretty good fit in this category. A lot of people have programming streams open in the background while coding and other things, I think. So I just need like an excuse. I need like something that I want to code. That's been my problem. I have like no project ideas that I want to build. I don't know. Yeah, advent of code. We're adventing some code right now. Okay, split white space. It's a better way to do this. There has to be. Otherwise, I would have to do it here. You know what? Maybe I should just do it here. In the interest of time, I don't want to... I don't want to be doing it. So I'm just going to do... It's going to do the less elegant thing. Just get something that works. So, S1 and S2, okay? N1 will be S1.parse. N2 will be S2.parse. S1, the string, trait bound from string is not satisfied. What are you talking about? What is bro talking about? There we go. Okay, I just needed that. Okay, so once we're done with this block of code, we should now have the expected direction and also the latest value that we parsed. And then for part in parts. So we now have the remaining parts of the iterator, the remaining numbers. For s, so now we want let n, which is an I32, equals to s.parse. So I think that I would just learn the coding language that looks best on a resume, then I would ignore any request to do that job. If you're looking for jobs, I feel like JavaScript or Python will get you the farthest. You could learn Rust. Rust would be impressive, I think, for many people, but also, I don't know, it's very hard. If this is your first programming language, I would not recommend Rust. It's a lot of stuff you gotta learn. Anyway, okay, so we have n now. We gotta check n minus the previous. Oh, we have, okay, so this is the previous n. We have the current n and the previous n. This will have to be a mutable value. Putting Fortran. Are people impressed by Fortran? If you have an EE background, Rust and Embedded is neat. I do, and I've never done Embedded Rust, actually. Not many jobs need Rust too. Yeah, I feel like if you're looking for Rust jobs, a lot of it is just like crypto stuff, which I don't want to do. Anyway, okay, we got n. We have s.parse. What am I doing here? We have, I would like to compare n to the previous value. So we have n minus previous n. And then we want to match it with the same logic as above. So if it is within the range 1 or 3, then we do something else. Otherwise, you want to continue. Right? Wait. No. Yes. Yes, right? Yes. No, we want to continue. We want to continue to the next block. How do I Rust continue to different labeled block? There's probably a better way to do this. I would like to, because we're like in this loop right now. If I continue, it would just go to the next number. So I would like to add a label. Yes, outer. Okay, this is outer. Does this only work with this loop? Can I do? Is this a thing? Hold on. Rust label for. Rust label for. Is that a thing? They only show this for this one. I'm gonna assume this works. Okay. Line. Is this a thing? Is this valid? We need a colon. I guess that is. Hold on. I've never actually done this before. What is this? You can't do this. Okay. I guess this will be here then. So if I do continue, I can continue from a different label, right? Break. Would I break from this? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait, I just want to break. That's what I don't need continue. I could just break. Right. True. What am I even doing? Okay, so we have this. If n minus the previous n, let diff equals n minus previous n. And then we have abs diff. Breakdancing. We should expect that the difference is it matches what's here. So if diff is greater than 0, then hold on. If diff is greater than 0 and expected is expected increasing. What am I doing? What am I doing here? I need to derive some things. If expected is equal to... Okay, hold on. If the difference is greater than 0, it means that we expect it to be increasing. Or diff is less than 0 and expected is decreasing. Right? Something like that. So if it is there, then we should do this stuff. Otherwise, we should break. Right. I could avoid some nesting here if I inverted the condition, but I don't really feel like doing that. So we have outputs plus equals 1. Right. Something here, something's right, maybe. Okay, let's just test if this works. So this one should be 2. Let me move this stuff here. De Morgan's Law. Imagine De Morgan's Law. Also, I don't think I welcomed Fireball Starfish, did I? Hold on. Oh, I need to... Okay, I did something wrong. I did not check this one. Okay. Okay, so we did not do it right. Something here is wrong. Something here is definitely wrong. Oh, I didn't set the previous n. I see. We want previous n to be equal to n. Welcome, Nico Nia. Also, this is even more wrong. What did I do wrong here? Did I invert the conditions? Hold on. Let's walk through this. Filter, non-empty, parts, split the parts here. Get these things. Okay, hold on. Given the input, expect these things. We have the difference here. If the difference is within this range, then it's good. Otherwise, you continue to the next one. Right? And then if it's not, if the line for some reason doesn't have 2 of these, then you continue to the next loop. Hold on, let me print some things. Like to debug expected and previous n. Doesn't implement debug. Okay, I have to add some of this stuff. Test this one. Okay, what am I doing here? Clone. probably also copy. This probably makes no sense to people that don't know Rust, but it's fine. I just need this for the test. Alright, so, okay, given the input. Okay, the first one, the first line, we have a 7 and a 6. And it is decreasing, which is correct, okay. Second line, we have a 2, it is increasing. 9, 7, that is, it's decreasing. 1 and 3 should be increasing. 8 and 6 is decreasing. 1 and 3 increasing. That's right. So far, that's right. And then we check this part. So something here is wrong. So we parse this thing, we do the difference. The current number minus the previous known number. If the difference is greater than 0, which means that n is greater than previous n, then we expect it to be increasing. Yes, that should be right? So if the difference, if the current number is greater, then this one should be there. Difference is less than 0. This should be right. Possibly. So maybe this is wrong. The absolute difference is between 1 and 3. Hold on. Debug. So we have previous n, we have the current n, and we have expected value. Okay. So let's see here. 6, 4, decreasing. Hold on, I should also debug whether we've printed something. Something like that. Wait a second. Oh, wait, I need to... The output needs to be at the end. I'm incrementing for every number that's greater. That's not what I want. I need this thing to be after, right? Yeah, okay. So if this is here, then we want to not break. If it doesn't match, then we break. Otherwise, once we're done with these, we should set a flag, right? Should set a flag. Let, what do they call it? Valid safe. Is safe equals true. So, if it matches, is safe is true. Wait. Is safe equals false. This one also is safe is false. Do I have a lot of PTO? I sure do. I have maybe like 19 days of PTO. It's a lot. It is a lot of days. Okay, so now here, if is safe, then you increment output plus equals 1. Right? I think that should be it. Okay, so that passes the test. That's what I did wrong. I was incrementing many things that I should not have been incrementing. Alright, so that looks good so far. Let's run our code on day 2. Cargo run. Oh. I'm pressing the wrong hotkeys because I'm not used to this input. Okay, do you know you can do this, by the way? If you use bash, here's a pro tip, bash. If you're like typing a long command, you're like, oh man, I wish I could edit this command more efficiently. You could do Control X, Control E, that opens it up in your editor, and then you can just update whatever you want. You can add new lines to it. And then once you save the file, then your updated command will be there. In Fish Shell, the default is like Alt-E or something. So this is what I'm doing here. Okay, so we want day 1. We want this to be day 2, part 1. 02.txt. This guy uses bash. I don't actually use bash. I use fish. In Z Shell, it's not enabled by default. You have to... hold on. Z Shell... You can assign it to something. Is it called bind key? You have to do in your Z Shell config bind key, whatever you want, edit command line. That's how you do it. It likely pulls using the environmental variable editor. Yes, it sure does. Okay, so let's run this on day 2. Invalid day. Did I not set? Oh, right. I need to. Right, I need to do. There's probably a better way to do this. Probably, definitely a better way to do this. But for now, I'm just gonna do this for now. Okay, so we have day 2. I should remove those debug statements. 341. It is correct. Okay, we have part 2 now. Visual. Okay, part 2. We got part 2. Engineers are surprised by the low number of safe reports until they realize they forgot to tell you about the problem dampener. Who's out there dampening their problems? The problem dampener is a reactor-mounted module that lets the reactors tolerate a single bad level. Tolerate a single bad level in what would otherwise be a safe report. It's like the bad level never happened. Same rules apply, except if removing a single level from the unsafe report would make it safe, the report instead counts as safe. So this is safe, this is safe. I see. So then if it's not safe, you simply just don't record it, ignore it, and then just use the previous one. That's pretty simple. That's actually... I could just copy this and just copy... Hold on. There's like some small things you can update here. Welcome Koze's. Yeah, it's just too many problems. All you have to do here is if safe is if it's false, then you simply do not set previous n. And you also, instead of is safe, you would want safe counter, because the first one is valid, right? Safe. Wait, no, that's not what I want. Hold on. That's not what I want at all. What I want is to, the previous thing that I was doing inside that loop here, if it does not match, then you simply continue. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. They gotta think about this. We want... So we're in here, okay? We're in here. And if it is not in this range, and we have already seen one that is not safe, let's... is safe. Is safe? Is safe? Okay, you know what, whatever. Let mute is invalid count. Okay. So otherwise, invalid count if invalid count is 0, right? You can tolerate one invalid count. If it is 0, you simply just continue, right? You just wanna go to the next number. So this continue will bring you to the next value here. And we do not set previous n, so everything is fine. But first we gotta increase invalid count. I guess this doesn't need to be a count. Scene invalid is false. If not scene invalid, then scene invalid is true. Right? I think that should work. And then we just copy this one. So what did they expect? We expect a 4. Let's run our tests. It failed. Okay. Okay, so we actually got 2, which is not what I want. Did I? Oh, because I didn't have this here. Safe. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. We also do the same thing down here. There's probably a better way to do this, but I'm just going to repeat this for this. I'm going to assume this is fine. This is not fine. Actually, it turns out it is not fine. Everything is wrong here. What did I do wrong? Well, oh, the first one. What is the first value? Is that allowed? Is that even allowed? Can the first... I guess they don't have a case of this here. Is that a thing? If you could remove a single level from an unsafe report, would make it safe. A single bad level. Well, I would simply do it correctly. So okay, given this criteria, how do I do that? how would I do this? Why is my count incorrect? So let's see. Let's walk through this. We got the 7. We got the 6. Unsafe regardless of which level is removed. So like if we go from here, the 7 would be removed. But is it necessarily that we want... Because, like, what if we... Oh, wait, no, okay, no. You do have to remove this one, because otherwise it's invalid. So if we remove this one, then you have 1, 2, 8, 9, and this is invalid, right? But then this one, we got 1, 3, which is increasing. And then you remove this, you got 1, 2, 4, 5. So let's print out our logic here. To debug scene invalid. What do I want to debug? So I want to debug the first 2 numbers, right? So debug, we have previous n, and we have expected. Yes. And then for each number that we parse, we want to, if it is invalid, then removing invalid value n. And then this one, seen too many invalid values. Same thing for this one. And also here. Okay, so I'm gonna remove these 2 for now. Actually, no, let's just run it. It's not, wait, what? Oh, I copied the wrong thing. I was solving part 1, okay. Maybe I had the logic right. I don't know. Okay, it was right. Never mind. Turns out I had it correctly. I just was calling the wrong function. That's totally fine. Alright, so this one is part 2. And I'm gonna hope that this is correct. Oh, let me remove the debugs. $3.75. Is that correct? It is not the right answer. My answer is too low. Oh, man. All right. Well, I definitely did something wrong. Let's go back to day 2. All right. So what did I do wrong? Could it be the thing that I was assuming before? The thing that I said, like, what if the first two, like, what if, you know, like, what if the first one was increasing and then the later one was decreasing? Right? And then maybe my initial assumption that it should be increasing is wrong. Like, if the first one is outside of this range, then what? This is the story of my solution too. I'm gonna assume it's similar to what I'm thinking here. So, like, don't necessarily expect it to be increasing. Are there cases here where it like goes up and then it goes down? The first one goes up and then later it goes down. Like, let's say, let's just make up an example. Do part 2 custom. Okay, we have our own custom input here. That will make up a situation that makes sense. Okay, so we start off with 1. And then it goes to... No, let's start with 5. It goes down to 4, and then it goes up to 6. Right. This one should be valid, because you can remove the 4, and then it'll be fine. Right? I think so. So this one, we should expect it to be 1. And I think given my current solution, it's gonna fail. Yeah, so this fails. Speaking of editing commands, Vim has that feature on Control F2. What? Control F goes forward. What are you talking about? Vim has that feature on Control F. What? Oh, in this thing. Yeah, I never use that. I don't actually know what that this is called EX mode, by the way. I never know what that is. Every time I do that, it's always by mistake. It's usually when you do like Q colon, right? Instead of colon Q, you're like, oh, I meant to quit. How do I, you know, you open this menu by accident. Okay, so the logic the logic that I had here does not work. You can write a command there using Vim motions. I know, that's how you do, what's it called? You can do macros. I usually do macros for that. Alright. So how do I change my solution to handle that thing? Well, let's first equals parts.next. So the first one will always be valid, regardless of what you need. Never put a command on a macro, is that possible? Wait, what are you talking about? Never put a command on... Oh, you mean... Okay, I misunderstood what you meant. Write a command... Oh, I see. No, I think I misunderstood what you were getting at. You're saying that you could type stuff in here, right? Right, okay. Yes, that is true. Okay, anyway, we got a first.parse. Let's First equals s dot parse. Hey, what am I doing? Okay, so it's just this. Let's first equals else continue. Okay. Wait, this is not. Yeah, there. That's what I meant to do. So first has to be an I32. Okay, so we have the first number, and then if the second number is greater than parts done next, the second number we should loop. No, this should be while let some second equals parts done next. No. So the second number should be here. Christmas Stream Beats is awesome. It is nice to have some variety, though. Okay, so we have our second number. And then if the second number is not in this range, hold on here. So the difference should be second minus first. Okay, so if the difference is not here, if it is here, then let expected and previous so we're setting this here, and then if the value is not here, we simply expected equals this, and no, wait, what am I doing? Expected equals this. I don't know if anyone is even following what I'm doing right now. I'm sure it's totally fine. So we set expected, and then we set previous n to equal to second. Okay. And then I will simply remove this. Cannot assign twice to immutable variable expected. Yes, this one must be. And then, okay, then we got a break. This one does not need to be mutable, actually. Does it? I'm doing tiny stuff on my computer, so I'm not really, but I can actually read this somewhat. That's good. Good to read things. I love to read things. Binding declared here but left uninitialized. Well, let's see. So if we never have a valid value, then we simply, okay, so maybe I have to set this to sum of this. So if we have never completed this, we have let sum expected. What am I doing here? This should be maybe expected, maybe previous n. So let sum expected sum rev n equals maybe expected maybe rev n else continue. No. Binding here. Okay, so this should just be none. Right. Previous n. This should be this. Okay, so we have that. Try s parts next. By ref? What is that? Oh, this is just a suggestion. So my code works, but then this is like a better way to do it, I guess. For s in parts, what did they say? For s in parts by ref. Is that a thing? I've never seen this before. Bars an iterator rather than consuming it. Alright. Let's test. Also, I should hydrate. It is 7 p.m. Also, what I have here is wrong, so I definitely messed up somewhere, but I'm gonna drink some water now. Alright. Okay, what did I do wrong? Oh wait! The thing that I added succeeded, but then this one failed. Which is the opposite of what I had earlier. So something that I added broke something that was working before. I have 0. Okay, so what did I do wrong? Well, so we have our first value. Why is it 0? Why do I have it set to 0? Well, let's see. So we parse the second one, we get the difference. If the difference is between these values, that's good, right? That's a good number that we want, definitely. And then if the difference is greater than 0, decreasing, otherwise increasing. Oh wait, you're only allowed to ignore 1, right? So if the first one, I see. So we need another case here that's like, hold on, let me add this to this case. I'll just do this. So we have our example from here. So this one should be valid, but we should also have another example where we have like multiple increasing ones that should fail. So we have 5, hold on. Wait, this is different though. This is decreasing. Wait, this is actually more complicated than I thought. So, alright. So this one only considers if the range is this. But this is within range, but then it doesn't have the thing where it goes differently. What am I saying? We don't, okay, so this doesn't handle the case where it's like this, or like this. Or maybe it does. So there's like several cases here that we have not handled. So this one is a case where it goes downward. And this one should be 2. Because if you remove this one, this sequence is still valid. This one is not valid. So does part custom 2 still... Okay, so this fails. Okay, so... Let's see. What do I do then? I would simply... Okay, so if the first one is not expected increase. So if the direction doesn't match, then we simply have to get rid of the value, right? Expected increase in the... Oh man, what the heck? So we should invert it here. If we have wait a second. So we've seen invalid. So if we are in this block, then we know for sure that the direction is valid. What's a better way to do this? Is there a better way to do this? There probably is. I brute force this part 2, it was fast enough. You mean like you brute force like iterating through every one and then like removing one and then checking that that's valid, and then if not, then the next one, and then the next one. I see. I could do that, but do I want to do that? Maybe I do want to do that. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. It does seem like the way that makes is like the most easiest thing to implement. I could do it. Question is, do I want to do it? I don't know if I do. Maybe I do want to do it. Because like there's like so many other cases, right? I'd be like, okay, what if this one is this? What if that one is this? Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should just do that. Do I want to though? Do I want to do that? Because like, okay, if I do that, I don't think I have enough time left in the stream to do to complete day 3. Actually, do I? What is day 3? Okay, I've seen this one. This one you just have to... It's a parsing problem. I could probably, like, attempt day 3. Maybe. Alright, well... Do I want to? Regex? No. Will not do that. I think I'm gonna try to do it this way first. See if I can figure this out the way I've been trying to do it. Okay, so the things you have to consider are whether this one is there, if the direction is right. If it's not right though, then you have... Wait, seen invalid. Okay, seen invalid. I should rename this to be removed invalid. Let's value removed equals false. So we first start off, we have value removed as false. If it doesn't match this, then I would simply... what am I doing? what would I do here? So we parse the first number, then we go to the second number. With the second number, you get the difference. If it's not in this range, then we have to remove it. Value removed equals true. Right, but then in the next iteration, we should check. So if value has already been removed, then this is invalid. So we should break. Right? We should then just go to the next line. Okay, maybe if I were to break from this, it would break from this loop. I would like to go to the next iteration, the next line, for example. I don't think this playlist is holiday-ish, but it is boppy. Oh, actually, okay, I think we've gone past all the holiday songs. Okay, it seems like this playlist has added a bunch of songs that are not holiday. Hold on, let me go to this song. This song should be Christmassy. There we go. Yeah, whoever made this playlist, they added a bunch of like other stuff in the middle. Did I hear that Dan Clancy made himself a VTuber? I did see that. Yo, they're counting down in Japanese. Nice music. Okay, now this sounds like holiday music. This sounds good. Alright, let's see, maybe expected, value removed. Okay, so if value has been removed, I would like to go to the next line. And in order to do that, I will add a thing. What if I split this into a function? If I just had part2 function. Hub function part2 line is valid. Line should be a string bool. And then I just copy this stuff into here. And then return false. Yes. And then for every line, we do line part2 line is valid. Outputs plus equals 1. Then we don't have to worry about all the continues and breaks. Or we do, but like not all of them. This should also be result. Because the parsing could fail. So this one would be there. Okay, so if is safe, turn true. Well, I guess it should just be is safe then. This one, return okay, false. And then, alright, so if value has been removed, then we know that this is not value, or this is not a valid line. Return okay of false. And if there is no value here, return. Alright. And then, alright, then what? So if value has been removed, Let's see here. So given this, so we parse the next number in the line, and then in that line, if it is not going the correct direction, then we'll be in this block. I guess this one could just be there. Hold on. Let correct direction equals this. If correct direction just for some more readable code. Okay, so if it is going the correct direction, first we want to handle if it's not the correct direction. If it is not the correct direction and we have not removed a value, then we ignore the current value, and then we reverse the direction. We can reverse it. I guess we could just, hold on. I really should just name this direction instead of expected. Okay, match. Well. Otherwise you do this, right? So if you are in here, if you're in this part of the block, okay, you want to reverse direction. So expected equals expected dot reverse. All right, cannot assign twice. Okay, so expected should be mutable then. So that value can change. Okay, we've removed value. Expect. Oh wait, but this is only if. Oh yeah, that's fine. This is fine. So then, if it's not in this range, then we remove the value. It's funny how the code ends up looking kind of similar to what I wrote, even though it's a different language. I mean, yeah, like the control flow pretty much should be the same. All right, does this work though? If I test this, does this work? It doesn't work. Okay, I've done something else wrong then. What have I done that's wrong? Well, if it is correct direction, then do this. Otherwise, otherwise what? Then otherwise what? So it's not going this way. Got value removed is true. We have ignored value. Oh, because I didn't set previous n, right? Because I didn't set this. Oh wait, no, that's fine. We don't want to set that. Right. So that's there. Previous n is there. Wonder if you can write all this in C++ template metaprogramming. I don't know, maybe. All right, so if it is the correct direction, then check the match here. If its value has not been removed, I guess I could just do this. The value has been removed. Then you do this, and then do this. Value removed is true. Expected, you reverse the expected direction. And then you continue, and by continue, it means go to the next number on the line. What am I doing wrong here? What did I do wrong here? Probably many things. I've probably done many things wrong. Expected is decreasing. And continue, ignoring the value. Let me put some debug statements in here. So let's see. We want to, at the start of every number, we want to print out. First off, we print out the line. I print out the line before, and then we print out n and the previous n. And then we print out direction. I'm gonna rename expected to be expected direction. Okay, so I would like to what? What would I like to do? In here, I would like to print out. Welcome, Polyglitch. Is this running in Windows? Yes, this is running in Windows. It is a different computer than I stream from, simply because it makes it easier for me to Alt-Tab and you can see this window. And also because I don't want my personal history to be in here. This has only stuff for this. Okay, so removed value n. And then this one, remove value n, reversed direction. Expected direction. This is running on a Linux VM technically, isn't it, with Windows? I don't actually know how WSL works. Does that use a virtual machine? Maybe? I don't know. Alright, so let's see here. What do we got? We got line. Have I removed any things? It doesn't actually say that I've removed value. Oh no, okay, that's just a different thing. A very light VM. Maybe instead of debug, I should just print. Print line. And I should also test only, right? How does that work? Test only part 2 custom? Is that how this works? Can't recognize. What's the thing? Test. Oh, there's a thing that's like test only, right? No. Hold on. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Test, test threads, test name. No. There's test only. There's a way to test only. Okay, test, show output, ensure time, shuffle. What? How do I do? Rust. Cargo test only specific test. Cargo test dash dash exact. Oh, you just give it the... Oh, I'm confusing with Scala. Scala test has test only, right? Okay. Okay, cargo test, 2024, what was the name of the test? It was Day 2 Tests, Part 2 Custom. What? Is that not it? Was that not it? Cargo test. Exact. What? What? Excuse me? This? Is not running my tests. Cargo test. Cargo test day 2. Oh, tests plural. No, that's what I have. Cargo test, directory options, package selection, target selection. Is it example? Is that what it? No, that's not it. Cargo test. I don't know. I used to know how to do this. Cargo test. Is this not it? Cargo test, name of test. Yeah, that's what I did though. Oh, maybe I just do like this. No. Cargo test, name of the part 2. Oh, it's day 2 custom. I named it wrong. It's part 2 custom. Part 2 custom. Okay, there you go. You just had the test wrong. Alright, let's see. What did I do here? Alright, so with this test specifically, part 2 custom. We got 5, 4. Right, okay, so this one... Wait, why is it expected? Oh, because the first one was wrong. So we skipped the 4. That's fine, right? This is increasing. Right, okay, this is fine. This one is fine. And then we have this next one, which should be... So we have this one. We start off expecting it to decrease. But then once we get to this one, oh, because I should have stored the previous from this one. Because I think the way that I'm doing it, I check the first one and then I check the second one. But then I'm using the second one, right? Yeah. Did I welcome Hongtown? Is this the first message from today? Welcome. Okay, I think I know what I did wrong. I need to... wait. Okay, well, welcome. So I need to also store the first, like the first value. In the case that this one is invalid. Oh, man. This sucks. I should have value remove should be an option, maybe. No. Is that a thing? And then like that's should I have like a previous? No, right? The issue is that okay, so the first loop. Get this one, then I determine it's decreasing, but then I get to this one. And then it's from here. Okay, so how would I do this? I would simply store the previous. But this is only the case where if okay, what if I have a case that is not this one though? Like if the value to be removed was actually like here. Right, like this one, it should handle this case fine, I think. Maybe? Wait, is that true? That's not true. No, because you don't want to reverse, you only want to reverse the direction if the first one... Maybe that's fine. Hold on. The heck? Okay. Let me test this again. Why did that succeed? Oh, because my expected... Hold on. So this one should be fine. This one... Wait. What? Like this value should be fine. Oh, because this one is... What? Okay, I'm just gonna do... this. I just want to see the assert false. I just want to see the output. Okay, so first line, it's fine. Second line though. Second line we have this one. 5, 6, 7. Okay, then we get we have a 6. We get the 5. We expect it to be... Why do we expect it to be decreasing? That's not true. It should still be increasing. Alright, well, turns out I have many logical flaws in my implementation. And that this is definitely not correct for some reason. It's because, okay, I need the reason for it to be removed. Doing something and not, yeah, there's various things that I'm not doing. So like I should only be inverting the direction if what if the second, I don't know. You know, maybe I should have done the brute force thing. I should have just brute force removed one item, check if it's valid. Should I do that? I could do that. Do I want to do that? I could. I could. Ah, man. This sucks. It's a range from 1 to 3, inclusive. So this is if the absolute difference is within this range, then it'll go to this. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I have the sunk cost fallacy where I've already spent so much time on this that I kind of have to, right? I kind of have to do this. Right? Maybe. Alright, so, has direction been reversed? Well... No, I should only be reversing direction if it's the second number. If the second number has been deleted, and then, wait, oh god, it's too much? It's simply just too much? Okay, I think I'm gonna do the brute force thing. Just remove numbers as they come in. But then to do that, I have to implement this in a way that isn't streaming. Because my current thing will discard the values, so I need to store them in a vector or something. And then if invalid would simply... Alright, fine. No, but then the logic that I have in the beginning, the way that I have it implemented... Oh, no, okay, no, I get it. I get it. So, rather than taking a line as input, this one should take a, numbers. It should take a thing of already parsed values. Part 2 line is valid. Okay, so this one, line dot splits white space map. I want to parse it. We have s dot parse. And then collect. So this will be a vector. This will be a result of vector of I32. The result error type will be some random thing that I don't care about. All right, so let values equals this. And then values. Right. Okay, so now vector. Okay, so this one now have a vector of I32s. It's something I said to myself 20 times last year, but I burnt out by day 9 this year. I have no time. I'm only even on day 2. How do people even do this? Okay. So, I don't need the parsing logic anymore. I will simply... parts. You don't need parts. Some crazy people do this while learning a new language. I think that's a good way to learn a new language, though. Because, like, you know, then you get used to how to do things there. Okay, so part 2, line is valid. I would like to, I would like to have the logic that I had earlier. I wish I should have... Oh, no, I do have it. I have this. Hold on. We have part 1. Solve part 1. I'd like for this stuff. This thing in here. I'm just gonna copy this. Hold on, but I have stuff. I have all this logic that I want to save now. Man. I'm just gonna have a directory of old stuff. Okay, I'm gonna save that, and then for now, I'm going to copy this thing. Okay. Part 2 line is valid. Okay. Wait. Parts equals numbers dot iter. Okay. We don't need to parse anymore. We have the numbers are there. So this part is there. This part there. Continue. Instead of continuing, it would be turn okay. False. Difference is n1, n2, so this will be n1, n2. Okay. And then this one, you don't need to parse anymore, so this is an N. All right. True. Value assigned to is safe. We don't need this, do we? We want this to be return false. Welcome, Electro Retro. You're a Rust programmer. You probably think you're smarter than all C++ programmers. No, I think knowing C++ requires more, like... What's the word? Because, like, the compiler doesn't help you as much. If there's, like, memory issues, it's up to you. So I think Rust is actually easier. Okay, so we want to return, okay, false. We want this one to be there as well. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so now, if part 2 is not valid, I would like to, have different values based on this one with each value removed. Okay, if part 2 line is not valid. Wait, why does this even need to... Okay, so this thing doesn't do parsing anymore, we don't need the result. This can just return bool. Right. This one... Return false, return false. Do this one, do this one. All right. Okay, so if it is valid, then you do this. Otherwise, you take values and you want to make a new vector with items removed. So how would you do that? Well, simply rust vec. Let's take a look at the documentation. Remove. Remove. Delete. Remove. Remove. Remove from index. Okay. For... We want to iterate through size of list. So values.length for index in 0 to values length not inclusive. You want to do values. Okay, we also want to clone though. Let's mutable values 2. What do I call this? Values values. I'm just gonna call it values 2. Values 2 equals values.clone. Values 2 dot remove I. And then if part 2 line is valid, values 2 output plus equals 1. And then you simply have to break. Okay, the chat is going very fast. You're saying many things about stuff I don't actually know. Okay, let's test this one. Let's test this one. Wait, I simply... Okay, so this one... We will expect this to be 2, right? I expect this one to be fine, because you can remove the 4. This one, you can remove the 6. No, you can remove the 5. This one, you can remove the 1. So this should have 3 valid ones. Yes, okay. Okay. We don't need this thing anymore. Okay, let's try running this. 404. Whoa, that's a cool number. 404. Wait, this is the wrong one. Wrong one. So there should be 404. Yo, let's go. Finally. I've done it. Alright. Not proud of that. But I guess, you know, it's better than not having it working. Wow. Alright. Get status, get add, source. Okay. I could try to start day 3. I kind of doubt that I'm gonna get it working. You know what? There's not enough time. We have like 10 minutes. There's no way I can do this in 10 minutes. Can I? What if I did this in 10 minutes? Wouldn't that be crazy? Yo, times molt? Balatro reference? No, I'm gonna, you know, let me try doing it. Whoops. Let me give it an attempt. Got this one. Yo, Bellator reference. Alright, we got day, this one. Got this one. New. Alright, so they expect, given this input, I'm not even going to read it. I already know what it is. You just want to be able to execute the instruction here, ignoring all invalid instructions. So like this highlighted part is valid. Okay, so we have this one. This one right here. Solve part 1. Simply would paste this there. And I would expect the answer to be a 161. Alright, so part 1, input is a string. I would like to, so what we want here is a state machine. You want to know, I could use a, what's that thing called? Freaking parser combinator library. There's one called nom that you can use. Do I want to use a parser combinator library? I don't know if I do. Do I want to? Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to. You know what? Let's do that. Why would you need a lib? Because this is the perfect use case for a parser combinator. I could implement one manually, but why would I do that? Alright, fine. Fine, I'll do it. I'll do it manually. Okay, so you want, basically you want a struct, you want an enumeration of expected thing. Yeah, state machine. So you want expected value next. Okay, so you can expect mul or paren, mul or left, or L paren, and then you got the first number, the number that's in there, currently parsed state of the first number, then you get the second number, maybe a comma as well, and then closing R paren. Okay. You know what? Let's just have this here. So this is your expected state. You first start off with this one. And this will be the character, the last seen character. Okay, so input. Input.chars for C in input.chars. State is expected. Mul. So first we expect to see the letter M. You know what? Let's have you know what? Let's have M U L. Here, why not? Why not? Let's just have this. Expected M. I'm confused by Rust. Is this how it stays safe? There's many things that you gotta consider. No, this is just my contrived solution for this problem. All right, so we want, if C is, we want to match state. So if state is expected M, hold on. We want to match the state of your current state and also the current character. If you expect an M and you see an M, then you would set the state to, you would expect U. Otherwise, you expect this. Otherwise, you expect MUL, you want L paren. And then if you get L paren, and you get a parentheses, then you expect first number, and your current value is 0 because you have nothing there. If you expect, okay, if you get L paren and then you have first number N, and then you get something that is within the range of 0 to 9, then expected first number N times 10 plus what is this thing called? You gotta assign current. I'll call this current. And then you want to assign, what does the at go before or after? I think it goes before. You got N to ASCII. Is there like ASCII digit? ASCII, I'm just gonna do N minus 0. Pro tip, you can just subtract because they're just ASCII values. Okay, so this one, consider using a semicolon here. Why? Oh no. What did I do here? Is expected another library? Wait, what? No, this is just my custom enumeration. Okay. Day 03. Okay, there's gotta be a semicolon here. State equals this thing. Cannot add character to, okay, you gotta cast it. Yes. Is that good? What is it highlighting? Character? What are they saying? And oh, you gotta cast this thing. Right, you gotta do this. Cannot subtract U8. Okay, it's gotta be as I32. Okay, and then expected. Well, I guess you would expect first number or something. So then, okay, hold on. So if you have a first number, maybe it's not expected. Maybe this is like last seen. Last seen. If last seen is none, no, but then this is hold on. Last seen is M. Okay, no, this is okay. So this is you get your current value and your expected next value. So last seen M. Okay, this is fine. If you have last seen a left parentheses, no, it should be expected, right? It should be. What am I doing? Hold on. Well, I definitely don't have time to finish this. But what if I did? Okay, and then if you have this one and then your next character is not... If you have this and then the next character is a comma, then you want... mute. First num equals 0. Second num equals 0. No, it should be 1 because... Should it be 1? No, it should be 0. If you get a comma, then the first num should be equal to current. And then you should expect comma. Right. And then just do the same thing for second number. Here. Oops. Second number. And then you expect r_paren. And then if you're expected r_paren and you do get a parentheses, then you simply multiply and get the output equals 0. Right, are they adding it? Yes, they are adding it. So you do first num times second num, output plus equals, and then you expect to see M. Right, otherwise expected M. I think so, right? Output. And then you get output to string. But you gotta also reset first num to 0, second num. Okay, let's test then. Test. D3 test. I got 0. What did I do? Let's see here. Debug state. Let's add derive. What does this look like? Got a bar. I gotta do what am I doing here? Debug. Debug state. I should debug the reference of state. All right, let's see what this does. So I should also debug character. All right. So we start off here. We have an X. We expect an M. We expect M. We have M. We have U. Wait, hold on. We expect M. Oh no, this is the same loop, right? Expect an M. Okay, this is fine, right? This is fine. L, we have left parentheses, we have 2. First number, why is first number a 0? Oh, because the current value. Okay, then we get a 2. Okay, then we have 2. Then we get a 4. So it should be 24, actually. What do I have here? I know the stream has gone over, but I feel like I'm kind of close to solving it, maybe. Parent has 10. Multiplying this one, we're doing this thing. Do I have to, am I not resetting something? First num is 0, second num is 0. Right, I have to do this. Okay. Hold on. You have C, you have state. So we get the character M. First number, I should also debug current. Wait, first num. Second num. All right, I go here. Here. Left paren, we have 2. First number is 0. First number is 2. Why is first num not 4? Oh, it needs to, I need to do the same calculation here. I need to set this thing. Wait, no, I don't need to do it. What am I doing? So what is the input? The input here, 2 times 4, right? We have 2, 4. First num, second num. Why was second num not set? Second num is current. First num, second num. Current. What? Something is happening. I should also be printing out output. Okay. People are saying many things. Many people are saying things. I should put this all in here. Y'all are just chatting. Okay, so we have this one. You have an M, U, L, left paren. Okay, then you see a 2. First number is now 2. You have comma. The first number is 2. Why was first num set to 0? A comma. First num, second num. What? Second num. Oh, because I didn't handle comma. I didn't handle comma. Okay, comma. And they see a comma. Then it should be expected. Second. Ah, that's what I was doing. Okay. I didn't handle comma. Okay, hold on. Go up here. We have MUL, we have 2, we have the 4, we have right paren. Okay, so after we get right paren, though, right paren, that should be 8. You should have an 8 here somewhere. Right paren. Why did I not do this? So we have R paren. And we expected... Why am I expecting an M? Output plus first num times second num. Something. First num. Yeah. I should see. Output. No. Hold on. So after we get the right paren, get a second number, get comma. Oh, it should be this. It should be this. That's what I had. Okay, okay, this should work. It doesn't work. Okay, why doesn't this work? Because I simply don't know. Oh, wait. It should just be this. First num should be this. No, wait. No, what am I doing? Right paren. If you get right paren and you get anything, then no, if you expect a right paren, we never expect right paren though. Is this fine? Is this fine? I don't know. Is this good? No, it's not good. Alright, well, I don't know. Maybe I should just stop for now. I feel like I'm so close though. So close, just one more, just one more. So we have the parentheses. Comma. Why are we expecting comma now? Get a comma. Oh, we're expecting, hold on. You get first number and then you get a comma. You should be expecting second number of 0. Right? First num. Second num. Right? We don't need to, okay, hold on. Okay, I got it. Hold on, I got it. I think I got it. Cargo run. Let's get the day 3 output or input. Whoops. Why is this multiple lines? Oh, it's one thing per line? I thought it was just one. Oh, frick. Dude. Okay, solve part 1. Line. Solve part 1. Wait. What does each line mean? Is new line just, does that matter? New line is just a character, right? It doesn't matter. Input. Maybe that's fine. If you add up the result of all the modes. Yeah, but like... whatever. I'm just gonna assume the new lines count as characters. So this should be here. Yeah, the new lines are corruption. Okay. So cargo run. Oops, I pressed the wrong thing. This. Day 3, part 1. This many. This is the result. I've done it. Can you believe that I've done it? I've done it. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today. I solved 3 days. I didn't do part 2. But that's fine. That was like more than I expected to get done. Good job. We've implemented a state machine, a parsing thing. Anyway, that's going to be it. Yes, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Look, we got penguins. I'm going to shut down now. I'm going to see what day it is. Who to raid. If you have a question, you can ask the question. I don't know if I can answer the question. Why do some cases of your match end in a comma, some don't? A comma is for a single line. If you have a left bracket thing, left squiggly bracket, that counts as a statement or like as an expression itself. You don't need a comma for that. I don't know. There's reasons. If it's in a single line, you need a comma. If it's not, then you don't. Okay, let's do a national. National what? Chocolate covered anything. I don't like this. These days are not that good. You can also do that for a single line. That is true. You can. But then if you try to do Rust format, it'll remove it for you. Anyway, okay, national chocolate covered anything day raid. Let's see who's streaming. Twitch.tv. Let's raid someone. What about this guy who's also doing Advent of Code, but like a different day? Anthony writes code. You might see him in ChocoJax's stream sometimes. Python developer. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Are they someone? They probably are someone, I would assume. Anyway, that's it. I will be back tomorrow, actually. That's right, Tuesday stream, because I will not be streaming on a Wednesday. Wednesday, I have jury duty. But since I have the day off from work, I don't have to go to the office this week. So Tuesday will be a stream. I'll be playing Inscription. Thursday, I don't know if I'll be streaming, because if jury duty is multiple days, I will not be able to stream. But if on Wednesday they're like, hey, you're done with jury duty, just one day is fine, then maybe I could stream on Thursday. Friday, I'm going to assume jury duty. I will not be on jury duty after 2 days, but if I am, then there's no Friday stream. But I'm going to assume that there is a Friday stream. Anyway, that's how it is. Thanks for watching. Good times, everyone. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching.